Today I wanted to show how to make Spätzle, and it's a German dumpling, and it's something that a friend of mine has made for years. Here is the actual Spätzle or dough. It's also a dumpling. Almost every culture has a dumpling, and it has the secret ingredient would be flour, eggs, and a tiny bit of oil or melted butter. It uses grated cheese, and actually this Spätzle maker is the main thing that's going to make it happen. And it literally is like a little tiny grater that goes over a pot of boiling water, and I'll be taking bits of this Spätzle raw mix and running it through, and my assistant will help me film the action of it happening. So I'm going to switch cameras over here. You're going to hold that. You're not going to show me in the picture. And actually, what am I doing? So this goes on the side of your pot. I like to take a tablespoon or a ladleful at a time. It's a little sticky and wet, and ultimately this becomes like gnocchi or other cultures. So as I pull it through, if I can go over, you're going to see the dumplings fall into the water. Can you see that? And this is a really quick, decadent, delicious lunch. My friend who's German, Sylvia Schroer, introduced this to me years ago. I'm going to put a bit more in. And it's a really nice way to make soft kind of pasta. We're going to put grated cheese on while it's hot. Even better is if I had some smoked grated cheese, which I don't. And what it does is these little tiny dumplings get cut off, almost like gnocchi, into the boiling water. And the egg is what keeps it such a beautiful texture. They're already floating, so I'm going to work quickly. This one recipe didn't really make a lot. It's supposed to be for several people, but it barely looks like one person's version. I'm going to grate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as I pull the white thing across, it's cutting off the tiny dumplings. I'm just getting a spatula so that I can finish off what's in this bowl. And my assistant will just wait for one moment. This is kind of an impromptu video I made for you. Oh, there's the last little bit. Because this is such a yummy recipe, I always want to go to the very last bit. If it was just for me, I would actually add some pesto once it's out of the... Oh, I think we're almost done. I don't think there's anything left. So I'm going to take this off. Maybe my assistant will show you that the water's boiling. I've also... Maybe you want to take a look at this. I microwaved some very finely chopped up broccoli. I'm going to run this through a sieve. This will not be going on the set that belongs to my selective eating child, but rather it will just be for the adults. I'm going to strain the broccoli while he's filming that. Because in one moment, my assistant, oh, this is almost ready. Let's see, it's a rolling boil. And do you think they're all floating? Do they look like they're all, turn it off? Do they all look like they're floating?
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's hard to see with this, but you can see they're all floating to the surface, tiny little dumplings. I am going to now take it over. Oh, I need a second one. I'm going to take it over to the sink. And we're going to show you, I'm just going to pour it into my colander, strain it. It's literally the fastest decadent meal you could make. I'm going to strain all the water off. Kind of hard to see with all the steam. And pour it into my bowl. While it's hot, take it back to the stove, transferring it back to the stove. And we're going to take this cheese, it's been pre-grated. And oh, my assistant did a great job of doing a really fine grating. So guess what? It's going to melt more quickly into the Spätzle. Makes this creamy, delicious lunch. Like I said, this is, I really should have made more. It's going to be amazing. The adults will have broccoli with theirs in there. That's literally all that it is. Maybe I will put some into this bowl. just to show you what it looks like. And there you have Spätzle.